If you've inherited a home and you're trying to sell it, you've probably run into something nobody warned you about. The legal side and the sell side are supposed to work together, and most of the time, no one's connecting them. That gap is where estates quietly lose time and sometimes money. Let me show you how it's supposed to work. I'm Amanda Sweetz, a realtor here in Palm Beach County. And before real estate, I spent about 10 years as a paralegal. Today, I'm also a Florida Registered Paralegal, which means I still work the way I always have, alongside attorneys, in the documents, at the negotiation table, keeping the moving pieces in order. Now, and I'm going to say this plainly because it matters, I am not an attorney, and nothing in this video is legal advice. I don't practice law, and I don't give legal opinions. What I do is understand the process well enough to keep your sell and your attorney's work pointed in the same direction. Here's what that looks like. So, what is a Florida Registered Paralegal? It's a credential through the Florida Bar, a registered designation with its own number, tied to real experience, working under the direction of attorneys. A paralegal doesn't give legal advice and doesn't represent anyone. What we do is the substance work, organizing documents, tracking deadlines, preparing filings for an attorney's review, keeping everyone on the same page. For about 10 years, that was my day. Negotiation tables, depositions, the daily detail of legal files. When I moved into real estate, I didn't leave that skill behind. I just pointed it at one transaction where it matters most for a family: selling an inherited home. Here's what that coordination actually looks like. When you sell an inherited home, there's usually an attorney handling the probate, the court process that gives someone the legal authority to sell. Most of the friction in these sells come from those two tracks never talking to each other. The agent lists, the attorney files, and nobody connects the timing. I work the other way around. Early on, I reach out to your probate attorney directly, and I ask the questions that decide everything. Has the personal representative been appointed? What authority do they actually have to sign? Are we in summary or formal administration? Does the sell need court sign-off or not? I speak their language, so those conversations are quick, and I bring the answers back to you in plain English. Why does this protect the estate? 2 reasons. First, timing. If a home gets listed before the personal representative has authority to sign, or it's priced in a way that trips a court approval requirement that nobody flagged, the deal stalls, and a stalled deal in probate means more weeks or months of carrying cost, taxes and insurance on a house that nobody's living in. Coordinating up front is how to avoid that. Second, clean paperwork. When the sell documents and the estate's authority line up from day one, the closing is far less likely to snag at the finish line. I'm not doing the attorney's job. I'm making sure my side never becomes the reason their job gets harder. That's what tends to move everything faster, not rushing, just removing the surprises. If you take one thing from this video, take these 3 questions and ask them of any agent you interview, including me. 1. Have you sold inherited homes while probate was still open? And can you walk me through how you handled the attorney coordination? 2. Do you understand the difference between summary and formal administration and how each affects the sale? 3. How will you communicate with my probate attorney, and how often? If an agent can't answer those clearly, that tells you something. This is a specialized sale, and it deserves someone who has actually done it before. Selling an inherited home is one of the harder things that you'll do, and you shouldn't have to become an expert in probate to do it well. That's my job and your attorney's job, not yours. If you'd like to talk through your specific situation, there's a link in the description to book a consultation, plus a probate resource page with more of these guides. And one more time, because it matters. This is information only. For legal or tax questions about your specific estate, talk to your attorney or your CPA. I'm Amanda Sweetz, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care of yourself, and remember, your next chapter is your best.